You guys, I can't even right now. They have not. They have not even been on their TikTok live like 10 minutes yet, and they are already um like, why change your name, Tony? Change your name. Use your own name when you're going to go live. Do not use Sebastian's name like that. Get your own channel. If you want to talk about all the content creators that are stealing your content, and yeah, he kicked Chris Proudfoot out of the chat, and then Mr. Calm the Storm PR guy, then proceeds to ask, hey Chris, where's Sebastian? Now listen, okay, if everybody on YouTube wants to ask that question, is it different for the person that is supposed to be calming the storm? I believe it is. I do. I do believe it is. Um, then he proceeds. I don't care what you feel about people personally, but when you're talking about people's health, I just think that's like not funny. Okay, it's not funny. Everybody has their own opinions about JLR. Some like him, some don't like him, some have a lot of opinions, and everybody is entitled to their opinions. Um, and but he, is going after him, and said, well, he's in the hospital because he's full of shit, because he's in the hospital because it's something digestive. Um, and as somebody, being me, who has a lifelong chronic illness of my digestive system, I think that's pretty terrible. And so, how about this, Tony? How about you put your grown up pants on, and if you want to represent Sebastian using his name as your channel's name, how about you and your friends stop sharing either false information or information that is not supposed to be anywhere but in the hands of law enforcement. And so if you have knowledge about these cameras and what was caught on the camera, um, you know what? I'm not even going to. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You are have some nerve talking about how everybody is awful because they're not donating to the family, when you and your grifters are ruining the chances of finding Sebastian. So how about you go back to selling cranes and leave the hard work up to the volunteers and law enforcement? Because if you're not on that channel that is named after the victim in this case, the missing child, the only person you should be talking about is him. If you want to dissect the case and you want to swear and cuss about other YouTube people, and you want to do dissect evidence and all of those types of things. And does Seth even know you're doing this right now? But okay, if you want to do that, get a true crime channel, use your own name, not, you got a hell of a nerve. None of our channels are named after Sebastian. None of ours. None of them. And you'll notice, for example, yesterday, when I was dissecting the facts of the case, or opinions, it wasn't Sebastian's face as my thumbnail. No, because it really wasn't talking about him, and I felt that kind of would have been a little disrespectful. So I haven't even I 10 minutes in and I'm sick to my stomach, and you should go back to selling cranes. That's my message to you. And God help you and your family. I hope you guys are healthy and you don't end up in the hospital and then somebody talks about how you'd be better off there, because it's not for me to judge what kind of person JLR is. But as somebody who does have a chronic digestive illness, um, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So I think you should be um, a little careful and maybe a little more professional when you're representing Sebastian Rogers, because right now you and your team are disgraceful.